Ah, good morning, folks. Happy Thursday. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Let's see who we got over here in the chat. See, we had a small group assembling over there. We got Mr. Jeff Nearcorn. How you doing, Jeff? Randy Hall. Good morning, Randy. Hitch Hamilton, Chamber of Commerce weather here in sunny Southwest Florida today. Awesome. Larry Galt's in the house. How you doing, Larry? Troy Pritchard. Throwback Thursday. Yeah, I might have to try to dig a picture up. I guess I didn't. Get one ready today. I'll see what I can find. If you insist. Mr. LB Sharp in the house this morning. Janet, how are you this morning? Good to see you. Let's all wish Hitch Hamilton's grandson a happy 5th birthday. Happy birthday there. All right. Yeah, Thanksgiving, 1 week from today. There's Barbara Bundy Denman. Good morning, Barbara. Hope you're doing well in Milton, Florida this morning. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. Eddie Hall's here. Okay, Troy says happy birthday. So there we go. Yeah, it's 1 week from today. Well, really about 6 days from today. All the craziness starts. Yeah, I was watching the news again this morning, and they were talking about all the travel. Of course, you know, I live here near Atlanta, which is the world's busiest airport. It's been like that for quite a while now. I think it overtook Chicago's O'Hare at some point. I don't know when. If anybody knows that, let me know when it was. But yeah, Atlanta Hartsfield, or some people call it the Atlanta Hartsfield Allen Jackson Airport. It has all kinds of names, but busiest airport there is. And I was doing a little research after I saw that thing on the news, and according to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, which is, for those of you who don't know what that is, that's a newspaper. If any of you remember what newspaper is. But they said that there would be 31.6 million airline travelers. That's not just in Atlanta. That's the U.S. 31.6 million. That's a lot of folks going around to different places. And according to Google, Atlanta itself should have about 1.38 million people pass through Atlanta Airport over those 3 or 4 days, whatever it is. A lot of folks on the move. But and also, if you're planning on traveling anywhere and want to travel by airplane or jet or whatever, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving and the Sunday after Thanksgiving are, for obvious reasons, the most expensive tickets. If you can actually wait until the day of Thanksgiving to travel, that is the most or least expensive ticket of that bunch, I think. So, but, you know, who wants to travel on Thanksgiving? You kind of want to already be there, I think. So, anywho, yeah, we got Earl Walker made it back today. David Jones from Portal Woodworks. How you doing, David? Frankie CNC and Woodworking Channel is here as well. Yeah. So that's all the stats for Thanksgiving. And I saw another thing. I guess there's a little debate on whether you should call, um, some people call dressing dressing and some people call it stuffing. Is there a big difference in why do you call, why do some people call it dressing and some people call it stuffing? And I saw one thing said that, it's dressing if it's cooked in a pan, and it's stuffing if it's in the turkey. And that would kind of make sense, to me. You're stuffing the turkey, so you call it stuffing. But Jeff says, I'm traveling to my couch on Thanksgiving. Yeah, that's probably a good plan. Good plan. What is what's everybody's favorite thing to eat on Thanksgiving? I don't know that I have a particular favorite. Janice got the right idea. She says, I just call it stovetop. Yeah. And well, on the box of stovetop, what does it say? Does it say stovetop dressing or stovetop stuffing? I think it says stovetop dressing, but I can't remember. But that's the kind of stuff I get too. I get stovetop. That's some good stuff. Anyhow, Frankie's got a question here. I guess we're trying. Why is the legal drinking age in the USA 21? I don't know. And I don't know that it's 21 everywhere. I think it's. I think it may be 18. Some places 18 or 19. I don't know. I don't think it's 21 everywhere, but I could be wrong. Todd says he likes apple pie. That's pretty good. I like apple pie. I'm not a big pie person. I don't eat a lot of pie, but on special things like that, Thanksgiving and Christmas and stuff, if there's somebody's got pie, then yeah, I'm in. Janet says no idea. Clyde Labonte's in the house. How you doing? Larry Galt says it's stovetop stuffing. Okay. All right. Yeah, I guess, the more I say that, I guess that is what it says. Pecan pie or pecan pie, depending on where you're from. How do y'all say it? Of course, it's hard for you to type it. Do you say pecan pie or pecan pie? There's another one I actually read somewhere, I don't know where they get their logic, but I guess from what it's named after, they say the proper pronunciation should be pecan pie and not pecan. But, who knows? Pumpkin pie. Yeah, pumpkin pie is good. I notice everybody's naming pies and stuff. I like it all. I like the turkey. I like cranberry sauce. I like dressing or stuffing, whatever you want to call it. Some mac and cheese or something. That's all good. Larry says pecan, or yeah. I don't know. You say pecan or pecan, and either way, I know what you're talking about. Okay, and then we're back to the drinking thing. He says, I know what they said the reason is, but on that logic, I think the voting age should be 21. Following that logic, I tell you, the way things are going, they need to raise the voting age to about 30. You get people that ain't got a clue making decisions that affect all of us. So Matt says, I just like to eat. I'll agree with that. That's probably one of my favorite things to do these days. Ryan Ballard's in the house. How you doing, Ryan? Big D in the house. Morning, Dave and all. I like everything about Thanksgiving and his pecan. Okay. That's what I read somewhere. I'll have to go look that up and um, share that with y'all one morning. But yeah, I heard that the people that they were saying the people that say pecan got sidetracked somewhere, and it's not supposed to be pecan. It's supposed to be pecan. But I don't know. Speaking of Thanksgiving, and let's see, Troy says family and good conversations. That's what he likes best about it, I guess. Turkey sandwiches from leftovers, yeah. Yeah, I like leftovers, stuff like that. It's always good. Yeah, Dave says the younger crowd needs to live for a while before being allowed to vote. I'm not really sure how they ever came up with 18 as being the voting age, because you think about it, you're still just a kid when you hit 18. But of course, back in my day when they had the draft and stuff, a lot of the stuff was, well, if we're old enough to go fight, get drafted and go fight, then we ought to be old enough to vote. So I kind of see that too. But some people are really mature at 18 and others not so much. Yeah, I remember that well. I remember it well. Let's see. Dry Dock says, do you have stuffing or forced meat? I'm not sure what forced meat is. What that would be. Okay, let's see. War, I guess Jason Pulliam says. Here's a good thing too. Easier to sway. Yeah, the young people are, they're easier to brainwash. So, yeah. Dave says, was 17 and went into the Navy. Yep. 17 enlisted. Yep. I tell you what, when I was looking up some other stuff, to get the stats for the Thanksgiving travelers, I ran across something else that's really interesting. At least it is to me. Now, what would you think? Now, you probably have to think about this a while. But what would you think is the most common day to die? Now, what that means is more people die on this particular day than any other day of the year. So what month and day, what date do you think that would be? I mean, think about it a minute. It's probably not what you think. I'll let y'all think about that a little bit, and then we'll come back to it. Okay, Dry Dock says forced meat is made with sausage meat and breadcrumbs and is the correct stuffing for turkey. And he's pretty emphatic about it too. 3 exclamation marks. Okay. That's what forced meat is then. Greg says Monday. Well, I'm not talking about the day of the week. I'm talking about a month and a day, a date. What is the most common date to die? April 15th. That's a pretty good guess, I would think. Yeah, that might be a good one. Well, we'll come back to that in a minute. Y'all think about it, and I'll reveal that here in a little bit. Also, I should mention that if you want to really feel old, uh, you remember Goldie Hawn from Laugh In? You remember her? She always used to be in little bikinis and had body paint on and would do that dance and stuff on the Laugh In show. She is going to be 74 years old today. So, man, it makes me feel old. 74. And another well-known person you probably all know, Michael Strahan, used to play for the New York Giants. Pretty good football player, I guess. He will be 48 years old today. So he's still a kid. But yeah, Goldie Hawn is going to be 74. Man, it's weird when you start reading about all these people that you think, oh, they're not that old. And especially because when you see pictures of them, they don't look that old. But it's because, they're celebrities and they got money so they can buy, boob jobs and facelifts and all that stuff. So, yeah. Yeah, Rowan and Martin's Laugh In. Yeah, sock it to me, yeah. Yeah, y'all remember that stuff. All right. LB's got a guess at the date. He says Friday the 13th. That's not it. And again, I'm not looking for a day. I'm looking for a month and a date. Month and a date. It says the deadline April 25th. Janet's thinking about this. She's getting pretty close there. I think it would be in the winter months. Yeah. Yeah, she's on the right track there. So yeah, I'll give y'all a few more minutes to think about that, and then we'll talk about it. Oh, by the way, how many of y'all watched the Democratic debate last night? Yeah, me neither. I didn't watch it. I've had just about all the politics stuff that I can take for a while. Probably won't even pay any attention to any of that stuff until after the first of the year. Take me a long break. All right, Ryan Ballard says between Christmas and New Year's. Kind of close. LB's getting close. See, I can tell y'all are thinking about it because y'all are getting closer. More likely in January, he says. Yeah, Matt says, yeah, movie called Bird on a Wire. Yeah, I think. Yeah, that was a Goldie movie, I think. Hitch says he swore at the TV all night. Hitch, you need to just turn that stuff off and not watch, man. It's bad for your blood pressure. If you want to feel old, Michael J. Fox is 58. Yeah. I think Larry probably cheated and Googled it. But here is the date, January 6th. That's the most popular day to die. And that's kind of a weird way of saying it, isn't it? That's what it says over here. The most popular day to die is the 6th of January. It says since 2005. So I guess they've only been checking this for the last 14 years or so. More people have died on the 6th day of the new calendar year than any other at an average of 1,732. 25% more than the overall daily average of 1,387 deaths per day. And when you think about it, there's, we just talked about all the travelers and millions of people. That don't seem like a whole lot of people. I mean, that's a lot for sure, but um, don't seem like a lot when you think about how many people they are. And also, yeah, everybody's Googling it now. That's when his mother was born. Yeah, okay. See you, Dry Dot. Thanks for stopping by. Keith says that's when the Christmas bill shows up. Might have something to do with it. Well, let me scroll on down over here, and I was reading something else, and let's see, what is the most common age to die? And this is kind of interesting, especially for me, which is I'm getting up there and getting close to these numbers. Says the average life expectancy is about 84 for a man, 86 for a woman. But the median, the age at which half the population dies earlier and half later, is 78.7. Americans normally die at about 80 years old. Interesting. So hopefully, if I can make it past January 6th, I'll have a few years left here. So hope so anyway. He says that must be a Klingon thing. Ronald Cool made it, but he says he's late here. No worries. We got 7.5 minutes left to go before my little timer goes off. But yeah, any thoughts as to why January 6th would be the most common day for people to kick the bucket? The first thing I thought when I saw that it was January 6th, I'm thinking, well, wonder how many people die of a heart attack when they're out shoveling snow. Because, I mean, you think January, that's, if even here in Georgia, if we're going to have any snow, it's likely more likely we're going to have it in January, right around that time. January or early February. But yeah, I don't know what else it would be. The weather might have a big effect on that. Don't know. I'll have to look around, see if I can find something that breaks it down, but I don't know if I'd be able to find anything. Just as January 6th, the most common day. So interesting. Let's see here. LB says, my grandpa was 99 and grandma was 101. He was 16 and she was 14 when they married. Yeah, a lot of folks way back then got married really young. Ronald says maybe car wrecks. Probably is a lot of car wrecks on icy roads and stuff, but that might contribute to it. Made it to the new year in the dead of winter. Yeah. I don't know. I know when now that I know that information, when January gets here, I'll probably be thinking about that on January 6th. Yeah, that's probably it, Matt. Ski slope mishaps. Yeah. Janet says, the kidney doc told me more folks end up in the hospital after Thanksgiving because of ham and all the salt eaten. Yeah. Yeah. I love a good ham. But if I had a choice, I would rather have the ham at Christmas turkey, turkey's just a Thanksgiving thing for me. I like turkey on Thanksgiving. Yeah, Matt says surround yourself with bubble wrap January 6th. Yeah, you say that jokingly, but there might be some people that actually do it. I got to ask one more question here. We got about 4 minutes or so left. Every morning I come in here, I get my coffee, and I come in here and we fire up the coffee sessions. And that coffee's really good today for some reason. And I look over here in the chat and I see, occasionally I see some new names, but pretty much a lot of you folks, and you know who you are, a lot of you folks are here every single day. And I love that. I think that's awesome. But I'm curious, what makes you want to come in here and watch this or listen to me yak about whatever? Just curious, what makes you click on that thing and open it up. Matt's wanting a free plug here on the coffee sessions. Can you suggest my new American Woodworks Facebook group? It's open to the public. No, I'm not going to mention it, Matt. I'm not even going to talk about your American Woodworkers Facebook group that's open to the public. Just search American Woodworkers on Facebook. I'm not saying a word about it. Look forward and enjoy it. Okay. All right. LB says he's been up since 4 a.m. and lonely. All right. Okay. Well, I just wonder because, like I said, this is like, what is this? 30? I've lost track. It's the 37th. Yeah, 37th coffee session that I've done. And, after doing this many, like I said, I see pretty much the same folks over there. Occasionally some new folks pop in and out, and you might see them one day, then 3 or 4 days go by, and then you see them again. And that's cool too. I'm happy that anybody stops by to say hello. But I'm just curious why the core group here, pretty much watch every single day. And I really appreciate y'all. I do. Because I like the people in here and not the ones here around my motels. Okay, well, good. I'm glad we're likable. Let's see. Matt says, I watch for your smooth speaking, deep, sultry tones. Yeah. Okay. YouTube TV is the new novelty. Yeah. I watch way more YouTube than I do TV. That's for sure. Jeff says, enjoy visiting with everyone. Plus, we solve all the world problems. Somebody has to do it. Yeah. FOMO. Oh, wait a minute. I missed it. He says FOMO, fear of missing out. Yeah, I mean, you never know. If you don't watch every single day, you might miss, some exciting topic like, I don't know, left-handed toothpaste or something. And if Matt didn't watch that one, he's going to be going, what? Left-handed toothpaste? What's that about? Not working right at the moment and playing with my CNC. Yeah. Ryan says it's his social network. Okay. Yeah, Ryan's pretty much a regular. I can't remember the last day that we did a coffee sessions and Ryan Ballard didn't show up. He says, yes, indeed. I get up early, enjoy the company besides the dogs. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I have cardiac rehab and still listen in. Great bunch of people. Yeah. Yeah, it is a great bunch of people. Matt Wiley says, I have a little bit of free time. Larry says, I have a lot of free time. Randy Hall is going to leave us. So goodbye, Randy. Thanks for stopping in this morning. It says, this is my new job. Well, good. I'm glad that Hitch has been a loyal coffee session person. I think since the beginning. I don't know that he might have missed 1 or 2 days, I think, but he's definitely a regular here in the coffee sessions. I see Troy says better than reruns or the news. Well, yeah, it's definitely better than the news, I think, because that's kind of the whole thing that drove me to start doing these, is instead of drinking my coffee, sitting in my recliner chair in there and getting depressed watching the stupid news, I'd rather come talk to you folks. So, and like I said, I do appreciate each and every one of you. Matt's got the right idea. Drop a like on the way out. Yeah, thank you very much. I hope you will. But anyway, you heard my little timer, so it's time for to close up another edition of the Thursday morning coffee sessions. But thank you all so much for tuning in, and we will be here. And I didn't do a throwback Thursday. Maybe I'll try to find something to show tomorrow. But anyway, everybody have a great Thursday. Be safe out there, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Take care, everybody.